this living room, kitchen, dining area in our flat is going to look very different soon. And step one of this process is today. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that last year we tried to move house and that all fell through. And so we're staying in our 2-bedroom flat for at least another 2 to 3 years. And we need to make this space work for us and our family in that time. Also, as you all now know, with the big career change that I've got coming up, I have handed in my notice at my studio space, and that lease comes to an end at the end of March next year. So I've got a bit of time to like sort all of that stuff out, but essentially there is a lot of stuff in that studio, and the vast majority of it, a lot of the bulky stuff, I'm going to be getting rid of or selling. But there's a lot of things that I want to keep, like pretty much everything on those bookshelves I want to keep, and we do not have the storage space here, but we're gonna create some. So there is a lot that's going to be happening in this room over the next month. We are painting the walls. We are getting a custom built TV unit, storage unit, cupboards, shelves thing there where the TV is, which I'm so excited about. But today, the super exciting, amazing, life-changing thing that is happening today is our fridge is arriving. That was anticlimactic, wasn't it? Here's the thing about the fridge. This is our current fridge. Here we go. Basically, this is an integrated fridge that is no longer integrated because the like cupboard doors that were covering it just fell apart. Like the hinges on them, they just weren't strong enough to support actually like holding up the fridge door and stuff. And it was just getting very frustrating opening and closing it. So Dan ripped off the front of the cupboards doors, and we've just been living with our integrated, non-integrated fridge. And if you'll recall from some other vlogs, we also have this giant chest freezer. So this takes up a lot of space, but we get a lot of use out of it. Like, oh hello, lots of leftover food. So there is actually a lot more space here than this fridge. Like we can fit a bigger fridge in here. Like look at all of that space up there. So we're getting a fridge that will hopefully, we measured everything so many times, will fit in this space. See, there's a bit of extra room here as well. Is taller. We'll have a bigger freezer, so then hopefully we'll be able to fit everything that's in that freezer into our new fridge freezer, which means we can get rid of the chest freezer. By getting rid of the chest freezer, we'll then have space for a toddler tower for Rowan, because that child just wants to be stood up here like whenever I'm cooking and stuff, and so far I've just been using the chair. But as you can see, it's just very busy here. We've got like the side table trolley thing, we've got his high chair, freezer, like it's just a bit cramped. So toddler tower that potentially also converts into like a mini toddler table and chairs, which means we then might be able to get rid of the high chair as well, creating a lot more space there. So that'll be exciting. The other potential on this list is to actually put the kitchen bins outside on the balcony. Like get one of those like outdoor storage containers and have kitchen bins in there, because then that would just create even more space in here. Next, the painting. Da, 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 da. We have gone with this one. This is Trumpet by Little Green, and actually it looks really nice on camera. I like that. Yeah, this entire wall is going to be painted this colour. Dan has booked a day off work. We've organised for Rowan to do an extra day in childcare, and then the two of us are gonna like do this on that day. Very exciting. And then, this is where the big storage cupboard thing is going to be. And yeah, I'll tell you a bit more about that later because it's exciting. I did some sketches and sent them over to a professional, and it's cool to see the final thing versus my original sketches. But today is fridge day. It begins. I'm just eating my lunch, but got a call from the fridge delivery person. They are going to be here within half an hour, so I'm going to finish this sandwich, and then I need to take everything out of the fridge. We're not going to have a fridge for a bit because we have to wait for the new one to like cool down. But luckily, we've got a big box, we've got some ice blocks, and so I'm going to make a makeshift fridge out of that. How long does a fridge take to cool down? I don't know. We'll see, but the food should be fine. is the entire contents of our fridge. This feels really exposing. But Dan actually emptied the fridge and everything in there that was like off or out of date and that we didn't need to keep this morning. And so it's just my job now to like get everything into our fridge box. But that is everything. And we have an empty fridge now. Empty fridge, empty fridge, empty fridge. Dan already emptied the freezer this morning, so everything from there is in our big chest freezer. And now I need to take these off as well. Rowan's amazing artistic endeavors. The temporary fridge box is full. It couldn't fit everything, but all of this stuff can stay out. It's not really essential. So in there is like meat and cheese and milky things, like my breast milk as well. This doesn't urgently need to be cool, and I think I'm gonna have a Kit Kat. We had to move the table to lay the fridge down on the floor to change the doors around, and the guy was just like, if you change the doors around, you're not actually going to be able to fully open your fridge and the drawers because of like it being right by this door frame. And he was doing it and I was just like, my heart was like racing. I was like, oh no, have I made a terrible decision? And me and Dan just gonna have to like turn it all back later, and then we'll be opening the fridge in like the awkward way. But no. New fridge! There was a bit of a drama because also it didn't fit. As you can see, there's like some cork here, and that's because there was this fitting. This fitting was there and the fridge originally wouldn't go in, like it wasn't going to fit. We knew that we had to get rid of that fitting that was here because it was stopping the fridge from being able to go in. And one of the guys just like pulled out the microwave, pulled out the oven, and then just yanked it off. But it's done. It's done. The fridge is in. We have a like isolated switch for the fridge under here, and I'm not allowed to turn it on for 4 hours. I'm not sure why. But he also said that I can put stuff in it now because like it will stay. Like it's quite cold in there. I need to like take off all of this plastic. But yeah, that's how far out it goes. It like hits the the door frame up there. But oh my god! And look at this freezer space. Da, 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 da. Hopefully we will be able to fit everything that's in that chest freezer into here to create some more space. My heart was racing. I was so scared it wasn't gonna fit. But we measured correctly, except for obviously this. And now we've just got some random exposed cork there. So I don't know what we want to do about that in terms of like covering it up or filling it in. We'll see. But I'm falling over. The fridge is in! We were hunting for a tall but narrow fridge because even with this one, Ian, it could go higher, but we can't go any wider. And so this was kind of like the max we could have. But I'm 5 foot, and so I don't know if you can see. Can you see the top there? Oh, I can just about reach, but I won't be able to reach anything that goes in that top shelf. This one I could reach, but we could also move it around. So we could put this top shelf, instead of it being all the way to the top, we could put it, let's say, oh god, what's she doing? Maybe this is where the issue with the door not being able to open all the way comes in. She did it. There we go. So now I could reach the top shelf. Let's move this one down a bit. Should have rearranged the shelves before changing the doors. No, come on Hannah, logic brain, logic brain. That's not moving. Can we take this off? There has to be a way. Oh my god, I'm going mad. Okay, now I feel like an idiot. The answer is simple. Ta-da! Jesus Christ, Witton! That was actually really easy. I shouldn't have struggled for that long doing that. No, it fell down! I always forget with these things to film a proper before, and things have already moved out of this room and I haven't filmed before, so I'm gonna do kind of like a fake before now. But the freezer is gone. Where is it? In the hallway, obviously. This is the current state of the hallway, but the freezer is all defrosted. Ooh, look at that, shiny new freezer. Who wants a freezer? Anyone want a freezer? And then yes, we're also gonna get rid of this for space, and then that's the like high chair that goes with that. I've loved this. If we could keep it, if we had the space for another child, I would. But this is not a before, because that's the new fridge. I've moved the like trolley thing that was here, here for now, and maybe find some nice useful things for that to do. But we're gonna get another one of those side tables here. I wanted to get something different, but I don't know what. But Dan was just like, just get another one of them. And I will always pick ease and comfort over like having to do something more difficult. We used to have that globe drinks trolley that is currently at Bethan's house. So maybe we'll have that again sometime in the future, but probably not in this space. Okay, living room update, because things have happened, although it doesn't really look like things have happened. It's kind of boring things. The exciting shit is happening next week. Number one, I moved the lamp. The lamp was there, now it is here. I told you guys, this is a transformation. The main thing though is that the freezer is gone. Somebody actually bought it from us on Facebook Marketplace relatively quickly. So that is gone, it is out of the hallway, and look! Look at this! So this is it in like chair and table form, but it also does the thing where it's like up and you can put it up against a counter so Rowan can like stand at the counter with me. Here's the thing, I actually ordered this in wood and it came in yellow, but I'm not gonna complain because actually, do you know what? I think they were right. I did want yellow. So that's that. So the other thing is these bins are empty and I need to stick up on Olio and hopefully somebody wants some free bins. But look outside. Bins! Transformation! So this is really exciting. I love having these bins out here. We're not entirely sure yet if we're gonna need to buy like one of those big outdoor storage boxes to keep them in, but for now, they're dealing with the weather okay. However, traveling from the kitchen to out there with little bits whilst I'm cooking or whatever was just not convenient. So I bought us a little mini kitchen bin caddy thing. So that's there, very handy, and then you can just shove it all outside at the end of the day or when it's full. Look at this hallway. What? It's empty. Also because Rowan's at his childminder, so his buggy's not in the hallway, but oh my God. So the next thing to happen is our huge shelves, cupboards thing getting installed here next week. And also next week, we may have bought a very fancy butcher's block, like wood, handmade situation. Oh my God, I'm out of breath from all that running in the hallway. But once these bins have gone, that's gonna go there because we really do not have a lot of surface space in this kitchen to work from. We literally have like one counter, and we're hosting Christmas again this year. And Dan was like, if I'm hosting Christmas again, I need more surfaces. And we've hosted Christmas like 3 times and it has been a struggle. We've done it, but this time we're gonna have that extra surface. It's gonna look so good. And yeah, this room, it feels different already, even just with the lights and the bins being different. So strange. And obviously the freezer is gone. So yeah, those new things are all happening next week. And then the week after is when Dan and I have booked a day off work to paint the wall. Okay, so, oh my God. Gonna have to come over here. Hello. Tomorrow morning, the TV unit, cupboards, shelves thing is getting installed. I'm so excited. We're gonna need to move this thing out of the way and into the hallway, obviously. The bins that were there are now obviously in the hallway. The hallway, it just never stays empty for more than a day. But I wanted to show you the evolution of the design of this thing. So here's the space with some very dramatic sunlight coming through the window. This is the sketch that I did that I sent to our person. There you go. That was the initial idea. Then he came back with this initial render, and then this is what we settled on. The bright orange was Dan's idea. I'm very excited about it. The thing that tends to happen with design choices in this room is that I can't decide, and then Dan like picks the most boldest, brightest, like this yellow that we've gone for, this was Dan's choice. I was like umming and ahhing and being like, maybe we're a different colour. But in the end, I kind of like that he's decisive in that way. And I always tend to like the outcome of things, and it saves me a decision. But yeah, I am excited to see how these look. We've got our bright blue sofa. We've got our orange chairs. We're gonna have an orange situation over there. And then this wall is gonna be like bright yellow. I guess our style is, I don't know, what is our style? Just very in your face. Good morning, today is the day. We've moved that old IKEA thing into the hallway, obviously. There's a lot of wires and stuff happening here, and Dan has informed me I am not to let them take this one out of the wall. So fingers crossed that's possible. Table with Dan's computer up against the wall. Rowan's table is in his room because I'm not letting that kid anywhere near all those wires and stuff. And he's having a great time playing, but we're gonna have to get out of the way once they arrive and start doing stuff. So it's nice weather today, so it's not like we're gonna be stuck out in the rain. But I am so excited to get these shelves in and these cupboards in, and then just like organize all of our stuff, because I don't want to go into Rowan's room because I don't want him to see me with the camera. But you see all of those shelves up there? There's just a lot of stuff on there that needs organizing, and Rowan's toys, and then all of the stuff in our room, and then of course all of the stuff in this thing. It's just a lot of stuff. Wow, yeah. So big pieces have started to be brought in. Rowan and I are all ready to go out to get out of their way, but we were just waiting for this thing to arrive. So this has also just been delivered. It is like solid olive wood, handmade in the UK. Oh my God, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna make like Christmas hosting and everything, and just generally like existing in this kitchen and life so much easier and so beautiful. Oh, look at that, and then this drawer. Ooh, ooh, gorgeous. So, oh my God, yeah, Rowan and I need to head out now, get out of their way. And then I'm so excited for when we return and seeing the whole thing done. Oh, you wanna go out? Should we go out? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Rowan and I have been out all day, and we just got back and they have finished, and oh my goodness, they are huge, but they look amazing. And I cannot wait to fill all of these shelves and cupboards and everything with all of our like books and games and things. And I just wanted to show you this cool thing that we requested, because since Rowan's room has taken over the home office where Dan does his gaming and his gaming PC, we've had the PC in here plugged up to the TV. And now, look at this. Hello, and so it can stay nice and cool. We also need to figure out where we're going to hang all of this art. I mean, these two little ones, doesn't really matter, but these two are painted by my mum, and I absolutely love them. And then the other is like a map of central London that matches all of the colours in this room, like the blue and the orange, which I love too. So need to find homes for them. And oh my God, next week is painting this wall. And then it's just a case of like organising everything and storage, and that gets me very excited. Like, what are we gonna put in here? I don't know. And also, now that I'm seeing this as like part of the kitchen, I kind of want to put like things on the wall here to be like a spice rack. Because at the moment, this is where all of our spices are, and this drawer is just getting very full. So we shall see. We shall see. But for now, I think I'm gonna empty this thing and move things into that thing. It might not be their final home yet, but it'll be a home, because I need to get this empty and put it on old Facebook Marketplace. So, updates. First off, I want to show you this lovely, lovely area. I took a photo of what it looked like before. This mess, this very much becomes our dumping ground. So we'll see how long this lasts. But I'm now back on my candle bullshit. Rowan ate the last banana, so this is now empty. And Dan put this here as a placeholder, but actually I quite like it. And speaking of another placeholder thing for one of my mum's paintings, the other one is up here. And again, like the fact that it's hidden doesn't bother me. And in fact, I really like it because it kind of feels like it's a bit of a mystery. And then there's also like, I don't know, I like the layers. I don't know why, I'm into it. But we have started putting things, as you can see, on these shelves. I'm so excited. There is something about this that as soon as we like started putting our board games on, it like felt like our home. And even though we're not really getting many opportunities to play a lot of these games at the moment, I don't know about you, Dan, but I feel like I got a sense of my like own identity back away from being a parent by just having these things here that are ours and not Rowan's. So yeah, that's this situation. And then under here is, you don't need to see or know, it's not as exciting, hence why it's away. Obviously this is the section for Dan's computer, so we can do the gaming on here. And then I don't think I showed you this drawer, but this is a very exciting drawer. Da, 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 da. So in here,
it's a mess.
Stationery. Lots of stationery. But then this drawer is very exciting because this is the new home for my laptop, and there's a whole wire situation here. So my laptop charger is actually in here and it's all plugged in and everything. And we've got like this thing charging things here. It's very exciting. This is like the gaming laptop computer accessories and like hidden away charging zone, because previously we just had a lot of cables and a lot of wires just like hanging around visibly, and I didn't like it, but now it's all tucked away. But yeah, that's that. We have this guy down here now, getting a tree soon and putting up some decorations, and then the next big thing is painting that wall. Ooh, I've ordered some lights because the first evening that we had here where we like sat down on the sofa and we looked up at it and we're like, it was too dark, and I realised we needed some mood lights. So I've ordered some like battery powered lamps because there's no way we're gonna be able to like plug them in anywhere, and hopefully they'll arrive soon. We also got a bread bin, that's exciting. I'll show you that in a bit. Oh, and I ordered some spice racks to go on the wall above the butcher's block. So that's where we're at. Dan, how do you feel about these developments? Have you done any chopping on your butcher's block yet?
I haven't, no.
I don't think you've done any cooking.
Since it's arrived. Because I was ill on the weekend.
Yeah. Well, we have to get on it.
Chopping will happen.
Ignore this. Rowan got it out of a drawer. Here's our bread bin. We've always said we've wanted a bread bin to keep our bread nice and fresh. How exciting. We might even be able to have bread, crumpets and bagels all in the flat like at one time without worrying about not eating them all before they go off. How much fresher do bread bins keep you bread?
Not that much. I think you're being optimistic.
Being very optimistic. The next question though is, after we paint this wall, do we keep the string that we keep birthday cards and stuff on? Oh, that was very decisive. This is currently all of Dan's birthday cards because his birthday was in June and that was the last birthday that someone in this house had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. Dan's mum has got us a Christmas present. It is all wrapped up, but it feels to me like it's a picture frame of sorts. So depending on what it is, could go here. Anyway, see you for paint day. Today is the day, it's painting time. It's a Friday, which is normally my day off with Rowan, but we've sent Rowan to his childminders. Dan has taken the day off work. I've just dropped him off. Dan has moved things and has started masking. Got the paint. It's time to paint. I know that like spring palette people aren't supposed to wear black, but the light, my hair, like this is doing something for me, but it might not be because of the black. It might just be the massive window in front of me.
I don't think the wall to the ceiling is square.
It's the 1st of December as well, so Christmas music it is. finishing up the last awkward corner bits behind the blinds, but this is layer 1 done. As you can see, we definitely need to do more layers because these are the swatches, but we do only have enough paint for 2 layers.
Well, we can just go over them a little bit extra.
Yeah. Oh my god! Honestly, I think we did that first layer faster than I was expecting.
Well, it's because it's all one big flat bit.
Yeah. 10 past 10.
Sounds like we were on good time to make the pub.
Yeah, our plan is to get both layers done and then go to the pub and then go get a Christmas tree, so should be fine. But oh my goodness, look at that. Could this become a new filming background? Look at that. Hey everyone, welcome to my yellow kitchen. Okay, time for layer 2, let's go! We're done. Wow. Wow, it's so yellow in here. We both fit in. There we go. We have a yellow wall. I actually like this colour much better than it was on the swatch. Believe it or not, this colour was picked by Dan, as was the orange and the design of the TV unit, the cupboards and stuff, and the green in Rowan's room, and the sun and the animals in Rowan's room. Just a creative genius. But yeah, there we go. The pub doesn't open for another 50 minutes. What are we gonna do?
Well, job's not done until you tidy it up.
We can't, well, we'll do some tidying up now, but the rest of it will have to wait until it's dry. Right, we'll see you hopefully when this is looking a bit more
yeah, we'll
complete.
pull the masking off when we get back from the pub.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's tidy up a bit and hopefully that takes us long enough that then the pub opens by the time we're done.
Oh, we're just going to stand outside.
It's not like we've ever done that before. We are back, lunch has been had, we got a Christmas tree, and we have just under an hour before we need to go pick up Rowan, so we need to babyify this room again.
What do you think of the wall?
I love the wall. How dry is it? Oh, it's touch dry. Can you see the old swatches?
No.
I think I can kind of see a bit here.
We'll let it dry completely and then we'll touch up what needs to be.
Yeah, we have a whole other pot of paint, so. Exciting! And we're gonna let Rowan decorate the Christmas tree when he gets home, which I think he'll enjoy. We have a Rowan height Christmas tree. It's weird not having anything here because that's where we used to hang all the cards, but Spice Rack will be arriving soon, which will be nice. And then maybe there's some space for some more artwork, who knows? Santa's gone down here now because little Christmas tree is over here, but maybe there's room for both of them here, who knows? But oh my god, this wall is incredible. This room is so cool.
Yeah.
Feels like we're living in a whole different flat. Love it. Dancing on the sofa, watching Jingle Jam with the TV in here. Exciting, exciting. So there we have it. The room is basically done. There's still a couple of more things. There's another light to add to these shelves that I've ordered. There's a spice rack we've ordered, but those are just small things. And essentially this room is done. And I am obsessed with it. It is gorgeous. It feels like home. It also just felt so needed. At the beginning of this year, we thought we were moving house and then suddenly we weren't anymore. And we were like, oh, okay, we're staying in this flat for a good few more years. And I think to help us kind of like not feel bored or stale or like frustrated with this space, like we needed to do this, both mentally and also practically. And this room just makes me so, so happy. I'm currently staring at this yellow wall. It's yellow, but I absolutely love it. And the butcher's block hasn't had all that much use yet, other than being a place to like store things. But I'm so excited for Christmas and like hosting and needing that extra surface area and work surfaces. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. I also just wanted to clarify, in case it wasn't clear, we paid for all of this ourselves. Nothing was gifted. These incredible shelves were made by Daniel McKinley, who I heard about through Carrie Hope Fletcher when she had her shelves done, and I messaged her like, who was that person who did your shelves? Because they're amazing. So yeah, I reached out to him and he made these, and I'll leave a link to his Instagram in the description. The paint is Trumpet by Little Green. The butcher's block, we found this place on Etsy. They're based up in Leeds. Everything is handmade. It's like solid olive wood. Amazing. Rowan's toddler tower that converts into a little table and chair is from Little Learning Bugs or something. I'll leave the links. What else? What else? Those are obviously like the big new things. The fridge feels like so long ago, but the fridge is the thing that unlocked everything. And I'm still so thankful that it fit in that cab. But yeah, thank you so much for watching along on this journey. Weirdly enough now, like I love Rowan's room because we did that recently and that feels like a new space from what it was. I love this room because it feels like a new space and actually functions the way that we want it to. I don't like our bedroom anymore. But I barely spend any time in that room anyway, because I pretty much still sleep in Rowan's room, and then this is where I like hang out and work and eat. So am I ever really in the bedroom? No, I'm really not. That's probably the room I spend the least amount of time in. Like, I get ready in there. I spend half an hour a day. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you enjoy our colourful living room. If you don't enjoy it, that's fine. That's your style. This is my style. It is very colourful in here. There is one more video for Vlognukah coming out tomorrow, and then we will be back on usual schedule until we break for Christmas, New Year. So I hope you've enjoyed this Vlognukah so far, and I'll see you tomorrow.